Yeah, so people have been begging me to watch one of these. So I'm going to. And so Tiger, thank you for the follow. So I am gonna watch one of these. We are gonna check out another Sabaton animated story video. And this one is The First Soldier. People in my YouTube channel have been begging me to watch this one, and so I shall. I've been trying to space these out a little bit. Oh, and Stone Tiger, thank you for the prime. Thank you very much. So, let's check this out. I've got a bad feeling this is gonna be another one that's gonna have me crying because, damn it, this Sabaton history videos always make me cry. So, I am fully prepared to cry. So, let's go. Now, this is bearing in mind, I have no fucking clue what the context is for this. Some of these Sabaton videos, I've had an idea of the context. Well, Stone Tiger, well, good. I hope you enjoy the live version. I have no context for this, so I'm going into this very cold, which I think is a good thing.
It's 1913 and war is in the air in Europe. The mighty French army stands ready. Albert Severin Roche is the 18-year-old son of a farmer, and he knows his destiny is not as a farmer. In his heart, he knows he's a fighter and chooses to sign up to the French army. Trying to enlist, things didn't go well. Albert was only 1.58 meters or 5 feet 2 inches tall.
Okay, already? Less than a minute in? This is starting to sound like Captain America. This is sounding like the story of Captain America already. This small little guy that wants to be a soldier, that this was his passion, to be a soldier, to fight in the war. Yeah, this sounds like Captain America.
He wasn't the model, tough Frenchman that the army was looking for. Also, he wasn't of stocky build, and ultimately, he was rejected. This was still a time of peace after all, so Albert's father was delighted. More hands were needed to run the family farm. Albert, though dejected, kept his dreams alive. He knew his destiny was to be a soldier, a great one. The following year, Albert's dream was born through Europe's nightmare. With the outbreak of war in Europe, the call of Albert's destiny became deafening. In the still of the night, he packed his things and ran away from home. France's need was greater now, and with Albert's insistence, he managed to enlist and was assigned to the 30th Battalion of Chasseurs. He was in.
Okay, I don't speak French. What is the 30th Battalion of Faucheurs? Does anybody know what that means? What kind of battalion that was? Cause my first guess would be infantry, but I do not fucking know. Some kind of infantryman.
But things did not start well. As it turned
out. I'll do it again, hang on.
He was in to the 30th Battalion of Chasseurs.
30th Battalion of Chasseurs. Because I don't know what that word means, so.
He was in, but things did not start well. As it turned out, Albert wasn't a model recruit. His small frame meant that he was not respected by the other men, and Albert was known to have a temper. He considered himself a fighter. All this training and disrespect from the other recruits and officers was just for nothing. He was told he wasn't competent enough to be sent into battle.
You man, soldier, stand down.
But he was a fighter, and he knew it.
Is that what they said, Chasseurs? So that is the battalion. Okay. Cavalry, maybe? I don't know.
In a fury, he stormed off the base. He knew
Wait,
it,
hang on.
You man, soldier, stand down.
but he was a fighter, and he knew it. In a fury, he stormed off the base, to be immediately captured and arrested for desertion and threatened with prison. He said in his defense, "Bad soldiers are sent there, but I want to go where we fight." Albert's wish was granted, and for his punishment, he was assigned to the 27th Battalion of Chasseurs Alpins, known by the Germans as the Blue Devils. Albert was now a devil dressed in blue. He's now fighting in the iron, a soldier at last, and a damn good one. Trench warfare was brutal, and with industrialization and mechanization, a different kind of war was being waged with machines and structures that were terrifying. One such innovation.
Taurus? Your mom wouldn't sign up for combat, so you chose EOD? You didn't tell your mom what EOD was, did you? You didn't tell her what that was, I'm guessing. 'Cause if you did, your mom would have never signed the paperwork to allow you to enlist. Oh, you went you went field artillery. Okay. Hoseki, EOD is explosive ordnance disposal. If you want to see an interesting recent video about it, check out the Jeremy Renner movie, The Hurt Locker. It's definitely, they do embellish, especially toward the end, but The Hurt Locker is about an explosive ordnance team in Afghanistan. Yeah, basically like Bomb Squad. Essentially like Bomb Squad. Great movie. It did win awards. But I would encourage you to check out. I thought it was a great movie.
Innovation was the German blockhouse. These
Taurus, the Hurt Locker is a terrible representation towards the end. Yes. The part where they deal with the explosives I thought was interesting. Again, yes, there was embellishment because Hollywood, but I thought they did okay.
These huge concrete structures were 10 meters long and 3 meters wide and sunk a meter into the dirt. The concrete at the front was 75 centimeters thick, and they could shrug off almost everything the French could throw at them. Albert, though, wasn't deterred. His company had orders to take out the blockhouse, and Albert volunteered. Fearless, he slipped across no man's land towards the German trenches.
I mean, his small stature is going to help with this. His small stature is absolutely going to help with this. He's going to be able to get low. He's going to be able to hide from sight. Yeah, he's a good choice for this. For the sneaky.
And the impervious blockhouse. Pushing himself into the mud, he crept and slithered, using...
Petra, yes, the blue uniform's not going to help, but you know what? The eyes are forward. The eyes are not on him. And in the fury of combat, it's going to be easy to overlook a single small blue uniform coming in an opposite direction.
All the advantages of his diminutive frame. Getting closer, he could even hear the Germans talking inside the blockhouse.
Damn! Okay, I'm a little foggy on this one. Did they have these spoon-style grenades back at the very beginning of World War I? I feel like they didn't have these. Did they have this style of grenade? Okay, not exact. Okay, similar. A similar design. It's just the rendering. They probably couldn't render something that looked period accurate. And this is just what they had to. This model is probably all they had to use for it. Okay, that perfect sense. And yeah, who was it that said that? Yeah, Kanito. Yeah, this is some gangster shit right here that he's doing. That was a long fuse. Did those things? Hang on, I want to time that. Hang on. I need to time this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8-second fuse? Yeah, that told me, yeah, that seems a bit too long, even for beginning of World War I. That feels like it's a bit long. Yeah, dramatic. Probably dramatic for dramatization.
Before the war, he wanted more and ran away from home. The war to end all wars should call his name. Outcast and unlikely soldier, barely worth his uniform, emerging as a devil dressed in blue. He and the lone survivor at the trenches in Alsace. One man holds the line. From the south to the front to the battlefield.
No way. No fucking way. Is this guy about to Rambo all these guys solo? Is he about to pull a fucking one-man army move right here? Holy shit, hang on. Let me back this up again.
Outcast and unlikely soldier, barely worth his uniform, emerging as a devil dressed in blue. He and the lone survivor at the trenches in Alsace.
No, this is a Hoseki, this is a real song. I believe the song is actually called The First Soldier, because usually the title is the song. But yes, this is an actual Sabaton song.
From the south to the front to the battlefield, from a farm to a hero fence, serves his country courageous and fearless as he holds the Kaiser's advance. From the south to the front into no man's land, from a farm to the end of the road, son of France is the first on the front line, coming home, and his story being known.
Wait. Oh, it's still him.
Victorious, protector of the tomb, memories of his deeds, the cross.
Holy shit, this guy's... Okay. Again, someone in the chat mentioned, like, his size is perfect for trench warfare. He's like, this is crazy. He's back and forth, popping up, shooting, racing to another position, and they can't see him, popping up, shooting, and doing it over and over again. So the enemy is thinking there's probably more people in this trench than there actually are? And he's just fucking John Wicking all of them. Like, holy crap, this man... And can you imagine how exhausting this is? To pop up, shoot, be accurate, and hit your target, drop the rifle, run to another spot in the trench, grab the rifle, properly sight it again, then run to another spot? I mean, holy shit! The strength he must have to be able to do this is incredible.
So, he's a decorated soldier. He's the blade of the uniform. Echoes from the past, his story told.
Yeah, but Taurus, anger and adrenaline only get you so far. Like, yeah, it gives you a boost. It Anger and adrenaline, despite what you see in movies, has very little staying power. You're getting a boost off that for probably about 30 to 60 seconds. And drowning, that was the other thing I was going to get to. Adrenaline makes fine motor control dog shit. Unfortunately, adrenaline is terrible for shooting because you lose fine motor control, so you are shaking badly. And then, yeah, Kaibo, when it's all said and done, you crash. Oh shit. It's torture time. Oh, what now? Whoops. Kick him in the balls! You're at war! Fuck that gentlemanly shit, just kick him in the balls! Yeah! Yeah! Okay, I am gonna say, with this one, now, again, this could just be the animation not doing reality justice, and I suspect that's the case. The animation didn't really showcase a very daring rescue. He seemed to be able to make this passage fairly easily, but again, I suspect that's probably the animation not doing reality justice. My guess is in reality, the gunfire was much more heavy, and he probably had to go through a lot of shit to try and rescue his fellow soldier like this. So, I'll take it that way.
His job done, he fell, exhausted, into a hole and slept. A French patrol found the sleeping soldier in a guard hole. He was dragged out of his sleep by the guards. "This man is sleeping on duty! This man has abandoned his post!"
Hey, for fuck's
It had been a
sake!
hard battle, and there had been many mutinies and desertions. Justice was hard and swift in these times, and they marched him to captivity to be shot within 24 hours.
Are you
Albert,
fucking
of course,
kidding me?
protested, but without witnesses, things were not looking good. An hour before his
And thank you for the tier 1 Spartan. For the third tier 1.
execution, he was allowed to write a letter. He wrote to his father. He had lived with his father's disapproval and didn't want to die without being able to explain himself.
Alright, does anybody read French? Can anybody read this? I have no fucking clue what this says. Does anybody read French that can read this? Well, shit. Oh, you can read it, but you can't understand it? Well...
In his letter, he wrote, "In an hour, I shall be shot, but I assure you, I am innocent."
Oh, Patrick, he crawled for 6 hours? Okay. Now I have a much better appreciation. That's why I said the animation probably was not doing the reality justice. That, like, if they put something in during that scene that said he crawled for 6 hours to reach him, that would have impressed upon what an impressive feat that is. I wish they'd done that.
Albert was dragged in front of the firing squad. Ready? The men raised their rifles. Aim? The men zeroed in on the target, steadying their breath. Albert waited for the final command. "Stop!" The shout echoed around. A man ran up to the commanding officer. A short discussion ensued.
You must stop the execution.
Looking up at Albert,
Yeah, short discussion. You're about to shoot a war hero, jackass. How about you let him go instead? That was probably the gist of the conversation right now.
the commander, white as a sheet, gave the order to free the convict. The captain Albert had rescued had finally woken and given his testimony. Albert wasn't only free, he was a hero. The war ended. Albert had incredibly captured over 1,000 prisoners, but it had left its mark on the...
This man single-handedly caught how many did they say?
Had incredibly captured over 1,000 prisoners.
He had captured 1,000 prisoners single-handedly. Holy fuck! That is goddamn impressive. This man is a fucking Chad. Holy shit.
But it had left its mark on the man. But despite all this, he still remained a second-class soldier. Not the smallest recognition in rank for his incredible bravery. By the end of World War I, Albert had been wounded 9 times and had personally captured 1,180 prisoners. General Foch, in reviewing the records of the men who had served, discovered Albert's record. He read it and took it in. This man was incredible. The ultimate French soldier. He checked the rank. Second class. Second class? Foch was shocked. He has done all this and he has no rank?
The officers who passed him up for promotion.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Foch was conducting a speech in Alsace on November the 27th, 1918, in front of a huge crowd. It was a celebration that Alsace was once again French soil. At the key moment, Foch announced, "Alsacians, I present to you your liberator, Albert Roche. He is the first soldier of France." Albert! 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 The crowd chanted his name. Albert was now a celebrity. He was invited to dine with George V and was selected to be one of the men to bear the unknown soldier to his final resting place in the Arc de Triomphe. The farmer's son, with a temper, who was not a model recruit, had elevated himself with...
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, 504. I kind of figured second class was equal to either private or private first class. I assumed second class was basically like private first class. I kind of figured that.
extraordinary deeds and found himself a hero. In the years after the war, Albert became a firefighter. The call of service still needed somehow to be fulfilled. In 1939, Albert was departing from a bus. A passing car hit France's first soldier. Albert fell. The hero that had looked death in the face many times was killed just a few months prior to the outbreak of World War II.
Oh, fuck. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's heartbreaking. Can you imagine if he'd been able to engage in World War II. You know, we talk about these war heroes that, they do so much in these wars. And here is a war hero who never had the chance to shine in World War II. And dear God, he could have been a great soldier during this. That's just heartbreaking. That is just so heartbreaking. Well, you know what? He served his country well in World War I, and at least he was able to do that. At least he was able to do that. Honestly, again, this is the second time the ending of a Sabaton story like this. The ending is what started to choke me up. Is the ending of it. Oh, God.